Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see two pass rushes that have caused more than a few sleepless nights for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators. It's Khalil Mack and Von Miller.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Henderson, the rookie from Coastal Carolina. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
He's going to that's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On the carry is Henderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he motions the wide receiver. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The play clock's running down. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bruce Irvin able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Carr going to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshall. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, Lynch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run. Martin. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. The slot man in motion right. They'll run with Henderson. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 76 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll run for it with Anderson. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Slot man moves right. Here's Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, Wilson. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
19.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On second down, here's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run again on first down. Lynch busting free. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think? And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. Spins away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
19.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. This offense is a group ranked 30th on the ground, and those are the kinds of runs that have earned them that spot.
Yeah, dubious distinction, right? Because no one wants to be in that position, and no matter what your style of play, you want to be known as a team that can run the ball when you need to.
Throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw his car. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Henderson. And some room to maneuver. And fighting down inside the 25. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll make it second down. And the wideout in motion. On second down, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Wilson to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be fielded at the 6. So out come the Raiders. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Able to power through. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Goes underneath to Martin. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Lynch running the counter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. a give to Lynch. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down. Carr buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run with Lynch. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They try again with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. A dump off to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Broken. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. And he motions the wide receiver. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start the drive with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And a lack of confidence in the punter here, maybe. Keeping the offense on the field to try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. First NFL pick for the rookie corner, Conley. And he's able to get it.